Recording in progress. I wonder why it did that, because I feel like when we record ourselves, usually it
It
doesn't say
doesn't
that.
usually, it didn't last time, I don't
Oh,
think.
great. We're probably on with someone across the world.
We'll hope that this works. So I think we need to tip it further, or no?
And I might want to say hello first.
Hello!
Hello, Flosstube.
Flosstube world. So you can see all the junk on the table. There we go. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three Trails Stitchers. We're back. It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Something like that. So, but we're back together again. From what's that song from?
It's from Amy.
Oh, why was I thinking the Muppets for some reason?
There's also a version of the Muppets.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, but it's not.
Took it.
Yeah, I don't think
Copyright.
Whatever.
Welcome back. So this is a channel about cross stitch. I always want to say this is a channel about Flosstube. Like if we were just a Flosstube
Right,
that
yes.
talked about other Flosstubes.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should do that. Trademarked. Flosstube talks about other Flosstubes. So not much going on. Sarah and I are finally done with school. Oh, we were supposed to do a giveaway.
We'll just do it when you guys get back.
We're the worst.
You really are.
But yeah, anything going on in your world?
No.
No.
Oh, Wade passed all of his tests.
Yes.
So he's now a certified EMT and firefighter.
Yay! That's awesome.
So that's good. That was my most exciting thing that happened.
Well, that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty
Yeah.
exciting. That's a pretty big deal.
You think he'll
Yep.
be watching? He'll watch us.
He might.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'm gonna go stir those because I can really smell them, and I don't want to scorch out the turn down.
We're making little smokies. Okay, so we're just gonna get into the cross stitch stuff. So you'd think we'd have more because it's been 2 weeks, but
It's but
yeah.
well, you have got a couple finishes and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I have a fully finished object. Did you bring yours or you don't have yours?
I forgot. Mine's at home sitting on my shelf already.
So our finisher, our mom, finished this for me. This is the little stitcher, right?
The little stitcher, yes.
This is the Countess Bathroom. And a lot of people were stitching it at one point because
Still Say Stitchers.
yeah, Jody and Kristen from Still Say Stitchers were stitching it. And Bobby, I think, inspired us all to stitch it. So this is on the Jody fabric.
Blood splatter.
Yeah, the Bud Splatter fabric. And my mom finished it with this cool red on the back and this sort of, it looks brown or black, but it's a very deep red.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's really good. So it's in my little basket now. I really love it. Makes me want to stitch some of her other.
I love stitching her patterns.
Mhm.
It makes
This
me
was
wanna
fun to
stitch.
stitch and it went quick. The only long part was the bathtub.
Yeah.
Seemed to take forever, but it's white stitches. So that's my fully finished.
I was just
object.
seeing if I had a picture of it, but I don't. Mom made me, it's a nativity. I don't know who it's by, but then she turned it into a little pillow like that. I'll make sure I have it next time.
And then I have 2 finishes.
I don't have any finishes.
I
so.
don't know anything.
Okay, so I stitched this. This is on 14 count. It's that printed Ada that you can get at Michael's, the DMC Ada, so crunchy Ada, because that's my jam. And the pattern is by Happy Sloth Patterns, and it's support your local girl gang. And I did it in floss from Night Stalker Calling, and it's cotton candy, and it's amazing.
It's freaking
looks so
awesome.
good.
I love it
It's
so
way
much.
bigger than I thought it was going to be when I started it, but I really like it. So I don't know how I'm going to finish it. It's definitely too big to be a pillow. So
I think
I don't
a
know.
flat fold up on your women's, or even back here.
Yeah.
yeah, I really do like it though.
Yeah.
It
looks
was
great. The colors
enjoyable
are
to
great.
stitch, and it went
Mhm.
pretty quick considering the size of it. So, and then I decided to stitch this Harvey milk quote because it's June, so for Pride, and I stitched it on this piece of 14 count Ada that I ordered from Amazon. It was like a 4-pack or something of these small piece of Ada. They're like Galaxy and different kinds of things.
And
I-
they're printed.
yes, printed. And I like this stuff actually. I've done a few things
Yeah,
on it
I
and I do
have.
like
I
it.
bought some of that. I just haven't used it yet.
This is another piece of it. So they're like different
Didn't you
colors.
use a
and-
piece
Oh,
of that
yeah.
for Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna put, when I finally get around to stitching Shira, if it'll print, I'm gonna do her on that. And so it's kind of hard to see. I use some variegated floss that's Cosmo, is that what that's called? What is
I
it?
guess. I mean, there's Cosmo variegated, but DMC has variegated too.
This is
so I
not
don't know what
DMC
you
though.
used.
Yeah, it's Cosmo. I was just trying to remember if that's what the name of it was Cosmo. That I've had from when I was doing embroidery, and it is hard to see, but in the light, it's not as bad. It says hope will never be silent, and then it says Harvey milk down here. And this will probably end up being a little pillow. So I kind of wish I'd gone with either a lighter fabric or a darker floss, but
I like it though.
this took me no time, and so I can
Yeah.
stitch it again if I want.
I
So,
like it.
so
Sorry.
that's my other finish. All right, so whips.
Whips, you don't have any whips?
I do. Well, I have one whip, but I feel
Well,
like I've just been. It's just
It's
been
the order.
all carry.
That usually it is all
So this
Sarah.
is in
so-
my Wizard of Oz bag that I made. And this is, I finished the second part of Satsuma Street Animal House Sal, which the third part's out, but I kind of took a break from it for a bit. Part two, I would think I was working on it last time we filmed, but
Mhm.
part two is this side of the house that has a zebra and a lion.
The colors are so good.
They are, they're awesome.
It's really enjoyable to stitch, but you're either in the mood for a ton of color changes or you're not. And so after I
Yeah.
finished that, I was like, nope. And so I so we're gonna
Sorry.
get a storm. That was weather update.
It's gonna rain.
So yeah, you're either in the mood. So I did like one color.
Yeah, I get
Pieces.
that.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
So that's my,
I didn't bring the pattern with me, but this is my Salem horn book.
Mhm.
Is that what it? And I'm almost done with it. This is the last box.
it's Plum Street, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it's Plum Street.
I
It's
want to
called-
say yes, it is.
I think so. I didn't, it's not at the table with me, but, and I'm lazy and don't want to take it out of the Q snap because it took me forever to get it in there. So hopefully I can finish it tonight.
Yeah, definitely think you could.
It's just like his robe is all the way, like the entire block.
I really like this fabric you did it on.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is Be Stitch Me fabric, but I think it was like a Friday Fight Night fabric, so
It's
it doesn't have
perfect
a
for all
name.
those colors
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
it looks really good.
So is this filled in?
Not yet. It will
Oh,
be though. His little
interesting.
tie thing,
Cool.
ruffle, whatever it is.
I like that.
That's all I've been working on.
I've been in a stitching funk again. I don't know. If
Well, you
it's-
did a lot there for a while.
I know.
so-
I kind
Yeah.
of went crazy for a while, and now it's kind of like I can't figure out what I want to do. So
It's
I
right in
worked
Sarah's
on
face.
Bob's Burgers a little bit, but I've stopped because I think I'm gonna redo the eyes. And then I started. I don't know if I brought this with me. Oh, yeah. So last year I bought the Scrapbook by the Sea, where part one was the blue flower and part two was Lindy Stitches. And I had all the fancy floss. So I cut all the pieces out and I started. I swear I did. It's in here. So I started one of the blocks. That's all I've gotten done. That's, if you can't see it, I'm sorry, that's the sun up there.
Which one are you doing?
Oh,
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's the girl running through the sun, like with the dog behind her.
What's the fabric?
This
Fabric Flare?
is Fabric Flare, and I especially bought it for this, and I think it's the Bridesmaid.
Oh, okay.
These are really cute.
They're super
They are
cute, and I
cute.
have her spring
I love this
ones.
one.
I know.
Makes me think
And
of
that's
that.
really the only one that has the has backstitch on it. The rest of them,
It makes me think of the mine.
mine. So I started that, but then I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to work on that. I don't know. I haven't been able to get my head around something. So then I pulled out all the pieces.
You were sick. too,
Yeah,
so-
that's why you hear me coughing, and I'm trying to cough off screen, but my cough sounds like a moose call, so. And what are you into?
It's her toy, I think.
Oh, she has a scrunchy toy. This is the Oracle Sal Rochelle. I never remember her last name. I'm so sorry. But she finally, this is the 2022 Sal, and all 9 pieces are out. And I decided I was gonna do it like I did the Halloween one, where I just picked a variegated floss and went with it. So I hope I have enough. I have 3 skeins of this from Night Stalker Calling. It's called Peacock. I don't know if you
I
can-
love the color.
I do too. It's got greens and purples and blues. And so I just started in the center. The first pattern is like this ring of flowers, and then there's a teacup in the center.
It looks good on that fabric.
Yeah, and this is Be Stitch Me Garden Party. And I was originally gonna do it with her.
I
hand
love
sewn
that garden party.
Dyes. I have,
Fancy, she got a little card in there.
That's what I should do.
well, this is,
A lot of people
okay,
do
so I
that.
don't know how many of these I have kitted up. This is the only card I've created. Anyway, so I will probably work on this tonight. I kind of am in the mood to want to work on something where I just don't have to worry about changing colors. But I also want to work on something small, so I don't know. Like, I need to find something before we leave for Disney on Saturday, because I want to take stitching
Yeah.
with me for when it
We'll definitely have to rest.
it
because
inevitably storms, and
It's gonna be hot.
and it's gonna be hot. And we're gonna make Dad go back and rest, because that 80-year-old man seems to think he can go nonstop 24/7.
Which he probably can. We
He
can't.
probably can, we
So you
can't.
can do it.
And I'm not coming back and having him keel over from a heart attack, so
No,
that's what I have to say about that.
he needs to take care of himself.
Anyway, so that's, yeah, right, for a while, it's like I had all the finishes, and I don't know, I'll get back into it. Right now, I'm in organizing mode.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you just want everything.
And I think ending the school year feeling like this was kind of like, oh, bummer. Of course,
My
I've
cats are
gone
crazy right
2 years. The only thing I've had is the bronchitis, and this wasn't COVID. I was tested negative. So I think it's just happy crap.
Allergies, yeah.
But of course, the last day of school, I've been in this district 5 years. I've been teaching for 22. And when I was a classroom teacher, my kids used to come up and give me hugs at the end of the year, the ones who wanted to. It was no big deal. As a librarian, I rarely experience that. The last day of school this year was extremely emotionally intense. And I don't know if it's just kind of this purge of all these emotions we've had over the last 2 years, and then with what happened in Texas right before school was out. And I mean, I'm used to my 5th graders, once they do their walk, kind of crying and having their emotional moments. We had 1st graders and kindergartners breaking down. I mean, it was just, and that's kind of what I told our counselor. I said, I really think this is just an emotional purge from the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And so I had more kids want to come and hug me. And then of course, 2 days later, I'm in the doctor's office getting a COVID test because I felt like crap. So, but it was really sweet. It was a good end of the school year. We had fun, but that's me. So that's it. Sorry, I took over.
I mean, you might as well keep going because I don't have any haul.
Oh,
Well, I do, but if you'll pull my card over, it's it's just one thing. It's those 2 skeins of. So I was going to do that Harvey milk quote. I was really looking for like a rainbow floss, like a variegated rainbow floss to do it in. And the closest I could come was this night. We have a thing apparently with Night Stalkers Calling. And this is called Naughty Unicorn. But it's got way more
black than you wanted.
black and dark purple than I wanted. I wanted it to be full rainbow. This is beautiful. I will use it for something for sure.
I think you should find a naughty unicorn to.
Yeah, I'll switch a
Right.
naughty unicorn. So I'm not sad that I bought it, but I just ended up using something else. So I do highly recommend. I think all of us do their floss. It's
Their
like,
floss is great.
it's really nice to stitch with, and you get 10
And the-
yards of it.
And the colors are beautiful.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And if you buy them, like I bought 3, I mean, I have a feeling I'm gonna need more of that peacock. So I don't know what the lots will look like when I go back and have to get it. But if you buy them all together, I mean, it really does. There's not a lot of difference. I don't feel.
I
know,
bought a
'cause
whole-
I
I bought a
use-
whole lot. There's 10 in a lot, and it's like that pumpkin harvest or
Yeah,
rotting pumpkin.
Rotten pumpkin, because I
Yeah.
got some of that after you
I
did
bought.
it.
Yeah,
a whole
because I
lot of
had to
that
go
just
into another skein for this girl gang thing, and it was, you can't tell.
You can't
Yeah.
tell that it's like isn't, I mean, it's beautiful.
Highly
It's beautiful.
recommend, and thank you,
and it's
Bobby, for
wonderful to
recommending
stitch
to
with.
us and making us buy it. And
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
I mean,
but that's really my
probably keeping
only
them in
haul,
business.
other than like threads, and I think I've bought like maybe one or two digital patterns, although even that, I don't think I've bought that much.
I was gonna say, I don't even think I've bought a digital pattern lately, so.
I haven't bought anything.
Well, that's not true. I bought 3 digital patterns because I made cross stitch kits for 3 of the kiddos that I work with their moms.
Oh, that's
Oh,
neat.
yeah.
So a 4th, a 5th, and a 1st grader, I kitted up. I made a little kit for them.
That's cool.
So
That's cute.
I'm
That's a
hoping
good
they
idea.
enjoy it. So I got my fabric flare of the month, which is called Dark Stormy
Yeah, I'm kind of mad I
Sea.
canceled that now. I really like that.
That is gorgeous.
I got that too. I just didn't bring them with me.
And then my needle art by Wendy from the Heart, the monthly Quakers, my July and my August arrived.
I can't remember if she already showed July. so
Yeah, I'm sorry if I did, but I know I didn't show August because I just got it the other day.
That's pretty.
Those are good.
And I think what I love, other than just loving them,
I like that.
each only has 3 colors. So if you want to do the classic color works, you've only got to buy 3 because that's enough to get the pattern done. And none of them have repeated.
Oh, really?
So by
Wow.
the time I have all 12, there'll be like 36 different colors I've gotten to work with. So I also got, and I don't remember if I showed part 7, I got my Tiny Modernist, the black cat ornament. And I think I want to
So
find a
good.
variegated
I really
to do
wanna
that
do those.
moon. They are so good and they're so simple. Maybe I should be doing one of these. And then my little Frankenstein
that
trick or
one.
I know.
treat.
Him and the
So
mummy
good.
are probably my
They're
favorites
the
so
best.
far.
And then I got my Bird Crush Clubs. Black throated gray warbler. So there's the front.
Ooh, I love that one.
I know. And the back.
What's the floss?
And the floss with this one
Ooh,
is like
I
for
love
his
that.
wings.
I
That is
like that.
gorgeous.
That's pretty.
And then this week I got, so if you haven't gotten your Bird Crush Club, I'm sorry, but I got mine.
Look away.
Look away. I got mine yesterday. Western Meadowlark. Look at
Oh, I
that
love
yellow.
that one.
So, and then the variegated is, I think, part of the brown on his body, and then
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be the log.
The variegateds are so good.
The variegateds are amazing. And then Cece, A Year in the Woods came in 6 and 7. And you guys have probably already seen these out. That bear, I'm 100% in love with that bear.
Oh, he's adorable.
This
Oh,
one's amazing.
And
though.
this eagle,
Eagle, yes.
look at the pride on him. And then
All of
because
those patterns are so good.
I know,
Like,
because I couldn't leave just with one pattern and one skein of floss, I bought Forbidden, oh my gosh, Fortnite Fabrics. It's 14 count Ada. It's called Breathtaking.
Oh.
ooh.
I have no idea what will go on it, but it is breathtaking. I don't even know if you can see.
Yeah, that's so
Oh
pretty.
my God. I mean, it's just the pinks and purples, and it's not something maybe I would normally.
This would be cool on it because it'd be like a sunset sky.
Yeah, but the problem is I want to do all 3 of these
On the same.
on the
fabric.
same, because I'm making 4 wall hangings, one for each season.
I love that.
Of course, the
pretty.
bear would kind of, I mean, I don't know what the next one is. I just don't know if I have enough to do all 3. I know
Bobby's gonna start carrying a bunch of their. Is that I feel like she's gonna start carrying a bunch of their fabric.
Do they have is this the fabric of the month you joined?
No, that's Forbidden Fibers.
Oh, okay, all right. Anyway, so
many
for someone who
choices.
hasn't been doing any stitching, all my monthly clubs are coming in, and you would think maybe I don't know, want to get caught up.
All right, so I guess we're up to plans. So I don't currently have like a whip unless I want to go back to the Satsuma Street style, but I don't know that that's going to happen before we leave next weekend. So I bought, as soon as I saw it, like I knew she was working on it. It's Miss Prim. I don't know if Miss Prim's not the name of her store.
Sorry.
It's Rhonda's Originals. Is that what
Carrie
it
doesn't
is?
know what she's doing.
Rhonda's Originals. who did like the George and Martha Washington pillows. And I mean, they're so cute.
They're amazing.
I think I have George and Martha, which I've not stitched. Probably
Yeah,
about a
so
month
good.
ago, she posted a picture of this in progress, and then she released it. It's gonna look weird because of the glare, but it's a Ruth Bader Ginsburg pillow, and it says Ruth sent me at the bottom. It's amazing.
Mhm.
And so I bought the floss pretty much immediately. Sorry, kitted it up, and I'm gonna start that tonight. So my original plan was yesterday was my birthday, and I was gonna start my mermaid, but I've not, there's so much stuff you have to buy to start one of those, like Bella Filipina or Mirabilia. And so I think I'm going to wait until I have the money to kit it all up and then start it.
And so I'm gonna apologize to Memphis Sarah, because Memphis Sarah had contacted Whitney and I, and like Whitney, mom and I were gonna get her all this stuff for her birthday to kit it up.
She's a slacker.
And she's a
wouldn't give us
slacker and wouldn't give
list.
us the list, and Memphis Sarah wanted to chip in on that for your birthday. So
Oh.
I apologize. It's not that
And now
I've been
here I am not doing
ignoring
it.
you, Sarah, at all. It's just that, you
It's all
know,
Carrie's fault.
Carrie just
Yeah.
kind of set it to the side, and then I completely forgot. And so I bought her a pedicure for her birthday. So, you know.
Yeah, so I am gonna do it. It's just when I get around to it, so. Yeah, I don't know. I was all hepped up to do it, but I think, I don't know. I think like the last few weeks I've just needed like simple things to work on
Yeah,
for my brain, so that's what I worked on. So anyway, that's my plan, is to do that and then figure out what I'm gonna take to Florida, because I doubt I'll take this. I want to take something that's one color that I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about. So I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna take 2 of the Forbidden Fiber Co. Marvel patterns with the floss, which I want to buy the rest of those, but I don't know if I'll get them before we leave. So
Whitney and I already
Yeah,
ordered
I
them.
ordered
yeah,
them.
I might buy them. I really want them.
It was
so.
like, they're live on the site. And I'm like, yep, right now, we're gonna buy those. So.
Add 2
And then
cartons.
she texted me and said, I just bought these. I'm like, all right. I just bought them too then.
So buy them, but don't buy them all.
Yeah, don't
I
buy
need
them
to get
all
a
because
set.
Carrie needs a set.
So anyway,
I'm gonna try to get this finished either tonight or this weekend. And then I'm going to start,
no,
prairie-
Vern, they don't want to see your butts. Get down.
the Prairie Schoolers. I think it's called Trick or Treat. It'll be my first big Prairie Schooler. So I'm gonna try to start that. That's it.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
What fabric are you gonna do it on?
It's a piece I bought. It's Fortnite Fabrics. I can't remember the name of it.
Did you buy it at CC?
Yeah.
Mm.
I've got it with me. I just don't have it on the table. It's in my bag. So I brought it just in case.
Cool. I'm excited to see that. Thank you. Laverne. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
probably
thanks.
just continue working on the Oracle thing tonight, and then just trying to find something to take to Disney to get my stitching mojo back. So last time we went with Dad, I worked on the Haunted Mansion portrait.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
sure.
how much we'll stitch, but I do feel like because we're there for so long that we'll probably
Well, and I can stitch in the car.
Have to
Carrie can't.
plenty of breaks and relax.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
I mean, it's gonna be hot here. It's only like 4 degrees more, but here we'd be inside. So
That's true. We don't go outside and do anything when we're home.
yeah, we're
We're
we're indoor cats. Yeah. So that's probably it for stitching. We will do a giveaway. I don't know.
We're sorry.
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. So we will, if you do not want to listen to our little media corner, what we're reading, watching, or listening to, you can hit the road. We won't take it personally, believe me. But if you do want to hear that, which will probably also be abbreviated, then we're going to start that now. So I guess so you want to go backwards for this one?
I don't care.
Okay,
So what's backwards?
you.
Oh. So I started a book. Well, I started it a long time ago. I was listening to it, De-Evolution, and it's by
Max Brooks.
Max Brooks, Mel Brooks' son. And I just kind of let it go and stopped listening to it. Well, while Carrie and I were sitting yesterday waiting for our pedicures, I started reading it again. So that's what I'm reading right now. And it's basically about a town that gets attacked by Bigfoots. So I'm anxious. But it's written like diary style, which is, I really enjoy reading books like that. And then listening to. I've listened to a few morbid podcasts. I think I'm caught up on Strange and Unexplained, except this week's. I haven't listened to this week's. Watching, I found a new YouTuber to watch yesterday called Mr. Ballin. He tells these stories that they're based on, I mean, they're true stories. They're based on fact, but he's just a really good storyteller. And he kind of says, if you're here for, I want to say like dark, scary, or mysterious stories, and he's just a really good storyteller. They're about 30 minutes. And that's it. I haven't really been, I watched all of season 4, volume 1 of Stranger Things. And I'm already ready to rewatch it. I love Steve. And that's it. I think that's all I've.
I honestly have nothing. I'm not reading anything, watching anything. I've been listening to this radio station that I found that's out of Springfield that I think I talked about last time.
Oh yeah.
And that's all I've been listening to is reliving my youth through country music.
Misspent youth. Because I was there when she misspent it.
That's literally all I've been listening to is just that radio station. I haven't even been watching anything. So
Man,
I know it's
we're an
crazy.
exciting group today.
We really are.
Reading, I put the family plot to the side. So after the last couple weeks, I just could not read murder books or listen to murder podcasts.
Yeah, that's
I haven't watched Dateline. I just, my brain needed a cleanse because it's been, the news is enough of a terror. So I went back to like romance books, like contemporary romance books. So I read this book, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which is by Talia Hibbert, who's a British author. If you like contemporary romance, Shannon, who is a Flosstuber, but I don't think she's been crafting lately. She has a Instagram that's like, I think it's Shannon Reads. If you're interested, you can instant message me and I'll figure it out and send it to you. And she reads lots of contemporary romance and recommends. And so I've been reading stuff that she recommends. So Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. And now I'm reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which is by Ashley Herring Blake. I'm about 100 pages in and I do like it. So yeah. So that's what I'm reading lately. It's just
I had brought one of those books,
romances.
the scary one I bought. I started it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
So we were at the bookstore and Sarah's like, yeah, I just can't read like murder stuff anymore. And so like I'm buying 2 romances and she gets this book called like, it's part of this Ravenous Dead series or something like that.
Well, it's like this girl can hear the dead. She can hear like conversations the dead are having, but then there's like, evil dead that are out to get people type of thing. And I was, so I'm like, I can't read anything, but I'm like that. Like I can read stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before I could go and read like James Patterson's Kiss the Girls or a murder mystery or
fiction.
Well, it's like de-evolution.
Very fiction-y.
I could read about a bunch of Bigfoots attacking a town.
Yeah.
I don't want to read about, murder right now. And I've kind of been the same way. I'm so used to watching murdery documentaries and stuff like that it was really kind of hard for me to find something this week. So, but Stranger Things, check it out.
So that's what I'm reading. That is romance. I watched, all my shows are ending, which is really depressing. So Under the Banner of Heaven, I finished that and highly recommend it. It's really good. Andrew Garfield's really good in it. I finished, what's the name of it? We Own the Night, which was on HBO Max. It's about corruption in the Baltimore Police Department. It's based on a true story. So if you want to get angry at something, watch that. And I'm watching The Staircase. I'm guessing it's ending soon. It feels like it's wrapping up. I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's really well done. I really like Toni Collette and I like Colin Firth, of course, but it's a little slow. And I don't know if I just like, I already made up my mind and, that kind of thing. So I don't. Anyway,
Do you think it's based?
I didn't
More on-
watch. I'm sure it's based on the documentary,
Okay.
but I haven't really watched the documentary. But I'm guessing that
okay.
it's. very
Did you watch
much-
the documentary?
I
Yeah,
watched
you guys-
documentary and I've only watched one episode of.
Don't you
HBO
feel
Max.
like the documentary totally skewed in his favor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, if the show's gonna do that, I love Colin Firth, but if the show's
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
don't know
that, I
about
don't really
that.
want to see
Yeah,
it.
I don't know about that.
So I don't know. You need to watch the documentary. You need to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of like been there, done that.
And I watched Stranger Things also, which I really liked. Now we have to wait till July.
We do have to wait till July.
I feel like there's something else that I watched. I'm really sad that like Under the Banner of Heaven is over, but that always happens. It feels like you start watching stuff and you have all these shows and then they all just end
Yeah.
at one,
At
You're
one
like,
time, yeah.
Now what am I going to do with my life? But there's a lot of other things that I need to watch. So I'm glad I've kind of kept some stuff for the summer.
That
so.
thing on AMC that's coming out that I think takes place on a
Dark
reservation,
Wind-
Dark Winds.
Yeah,
It
I think it's
comes out-
based on a Tony Hillerman book.
Oh, is it? It's,
think.
I think it comes out
The 12th.
of July.
June.
June.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
felt like
there
it
is
was
some
really
stuff
soon.
starting. Oh, I did watch the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I really liked. So,
So
Yeah,
did
Wade
Dad.
said it was really good too.
but I love I won't necessarily I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not like a Star Wars fan.
You're not a Star Wars fan.
I was more as a kid. Now I would say no. I'd say Sarah and I switched places because I don't think she necessarily cared as a kid, and now she's really into it.
I could recite every word from the original Star Wars. I knew all of Princess Leia's lines. Yeah.
Whatever. But I wanted to watch this one because I think
Whitney's not a Star Wars
No,
fan.
I'm not. a Star
I
Wars
think
fan.
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi is like one of the greatest casting moments ever. It was like really the only good thing to come.
Someone was doing an interview with him
prequels.
and he said, like, as they started shooting, he couldn't get the accent.
Oh.
And so he had to go back and watch a bunch of the old Star
Yeah.
Wars with Alec Guinness to get the accent back.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
think it's
I thought it was
brilliant.
pretty cool.
So I've enjoyed it. So I need to finish Moon Knight. I haven't done that. And then Ms. Marvel starting soon. So I'm excited about that. And then listening to, because I'm not really listening to murder podcasts currently. So I've listened to this podcast called Drilled, which is about climate change and like big oil and the PR people that have helped them about like fake news. And I was ranting to Sarah and Whitney about it in the car.
And Whitney and I decided she was one podcast away from a tinfoil hat.
It's really well done. And it will I've been telling my mom, like, you've got to watch it or you've got to listen to it. I mean, because it's just things that you don't think of and just underhanded dealings and that kind of stuff. It just kind of blows your mind. Like, like I'm a Gen Xer. So of course I'm cynical,
Yeah,
but
we are.
like, we're cynical for a reason.
Right, there's a reason.
Well, and before you come at us about big oil, our grandfather worked for Standard Oil for 36 years. And so,
Well, so did mine.
yes. Oh, well, yeah.
So I think
Uncle
that is
Squirrely
like,
did too.
we have mixed feelings
So,
about it
because Standard Oil put Carrie and I both through college and
Yeah.
got us our master
it's the
degrees.
reason I have a
and
house. and-
It's the reason we have a house and we get to take some of the trips we get to
But
take.
I think just how early
But-
that like PR, like the spin started.
But they also were not, I mean, they were grunts. They worked
Yeah,
at
they
Standard
weren't
Oil.
like
They,
that.
it wasn't like they were in suits,
I
okay?
don't know. It's pretty
But-
interesting. So I recommend it for sure. It's if you're looking for something different. And I like that kind of
Yeah, I
thing.
forgot Uncle
Like,
Squirrely worked there too.
Mhm.
I like those movies and books and podcasts.
She does. She likes things that make you think.
And make me angry.
Yeah,
I make her
like this.
angry. She's like, if you want to get angry, no, I don't want to get angry.
I do. I'm
Anger
already angry.
exhausts me right now.
Yeah.
I'm already angry. So yeah, I think that's about it. We've ranted long enough.
We have.
So we're going to relax and watch the movies and probably watch it rain because it's getting really dark outside. It looks like it's gonna rain, which is our constant here in Missouri
Yeah.
lately.
I guess we shouldn't complain. There's other parts of the country where Lake Mead is so low, they're finding
Yeah.
barrels.
Yeah. My grass just got cut, which means it's gonna rain. So that it
Well,
immediately
Well, yeah,
grows.
my
I'm like,
yard
it looks
just
so
dried
nice.
up.
Yeah.
So
We
I
tried
finally
to
don't have
stop
to
it.
wipe paws.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. We tried to
Yeah,
stop it.
bring
Carrie
in.
bought an umbrella at Old Navy today thinking it would stop it, but no, we walked out of Old Navy, it started sprinkling.
Yeah.
So,
With my umbrella for Disney.
Her
One of
umbrella
my
for
many
Disney.
umbrellas I will take to Disney.
So we aren't gonna floss tube for a couple weeks.
Probably
again,
not.
right?
Probably
Unless
not,
something-
Okay.
unless
Just so
something
people know.
unless we just get super bored and we text Whitney and tell her to get on Zoom. But probably not. It'll probably be when we get back from Disney. So
Yeah. So it'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully we'll get stitching done, but I don't know. Like I'm taking stitching with us, but
well, I know that I
We'll see
will
what
stitch in the
happens, yeah.
car because I can stitch in the back seat. Otherwise, I'll fall asleep and then I have to listen to Dad and Carrie complain about my snoring the whole way. And I won't sleep once we get to the hotel at night. So
I will probably stitch quite a bit this week because I'm gonna kind of be lazy until we leave. So
yeah, we're trying not to do a whole lot that would cause us to leave here in pain. Like, oh,
yeah.
like I have to help Mom rearrange some stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make you help.
That'll be painful.
It will be painful.
All right, so we will let you go. Thank you so much for sticking with us, even though we're not super consistent. I mean, we are. It's
And,
pretty much
and
every 2
sometimes we're
weeks
not
lately.
super
Yeah.
exciting, so we're sorry.
Yeah. So
But-
we're exciting. Just maybe not.
It's just not lately.
So we will let you go. I hope you have a good week. Hope you stay healthy and safe. Hope the weather is not too crazy where you are. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna wave awkwardly until Sarah hits.
Until I can get up and hit the
record.
stop record.
See you real soon.